Okay, so I will be going over some of the problems in your book on page 282, letter A. It's the gray book. So it's 282A, and it's the gray book. So, or gray page, like the homework page that some teachers probably gave you for homework. So I'm looking at number two. We're going to start with number two, and I'm doing it on whiteboard because I wasn't able to do it good on Cami. I'm going to do number two as an example, and then you'll have some problems to work, and then we'll go on from there. So here I have the problem, which is 2 1/3, and I am going to add 1 3/4. And so the first, oops, not sure what happened, um, and 1 3/4. And so I'm going to be adding these fractions, but I need to have the same denominator. So what I'm going to do is that I need to find the common denominator. So you could do that in your head. Maybe you're already kind of starting to know these, but if not, you write your multiples. So I'll go 3, 6, 9, 12. I'll stop right there and then move this over to this side. And now I'm going to write the multiples of 4. I like my math tool better. So that would be 4, 8, and 12. So I already see here that I have a common denominator, common multiple, which is 12, because I can see 12 on both the multiples of 3 and the multiples of 4. So I'm going to use 12. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my fractions. Okay, 2 1/3, because I want to write them vertically. And I'm going to find the equivalent fraction of this. Okay, so I think, okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to multiply the numerator by yet, but I know that if I multiply 3 times, so I need to think 3 times what number will give me a denominator. And don't forget that you need to carry over your mixed number. But in this case, I'm thinking, okay, um, 3 times what number will give me 6, because that's a common, not 6, 12, because my common denominator will be, we're going to be using 12. So I think 3 times what number equals 12? Well, I know that 3 times 4 equals 12. So if I multiply the numerator by 4, I need to multiply the, if I multiply the denominator by 4, I need to multiply the numerator by 4. So my numerator here is 1, and I'm going to multiply by 4. And 1 times 4 is equal to 4. So the equivalent fraction of 2 1/3 is 2 4/12. Um, Now we're going to find the equivalent fraction of 1 3/4. And remember, I start off with uh, thinking, okay, what do I multiply 4 times um, to get um, a, oops, to get a denominator. Um, so I still don't know what will be my numerator, but my denominator needs to be 12. So 4 times what number? 4 times what number equals 12? 4 times 3, right? If I multiply 4 by 3, I can get 12. So 4 times 3 is the numerator. So that means that my numerator, I'm sorry, my denominator was 4 times 3. So my numerator is 3 times 3. So just, if you're still confused, just note that I'm using the 3/4 from here, 3/4 to multiply both, but on the same number. So 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 3 is 9. So the equivalent fraction of 1 3/4 is 1 9/12. So as you can see here, I have, I'm going to just line them up. So I have my two equivalent fractions here. And so now I'm ready to add. This is addition. So I can add here. I'm going to put add, and now I'm ready to add. So the first step, you want to add your fractions first. This is very, very important. I'm going to add the fraction first. Okay, so I add 4 plus 9. What is 4 plus 9? So 4 plus 9 is actually 13. 13, and the denominator stays the same. Now here's, I didn't think this was going to come up in this chapter or lesson, but here's something that um, we need to know. 13 is bigger than the denominator. That means that this is a fraction bigger than 1. So I am going to have to regroup. So if I just add it right now like this, 2 plus 1 is 3. And 4 plus 9 is 13 over 12. But the only problem that I have here is that I cannot leave this like this, because 13 over 12 is a fraction greater than 1. So this means that I need to regroup. So when I regroup, okay, this, I need to rewrite it as a mixed number. So what I do is 13 and 12 over 12 is the same thing as 1 and 1/12. Why? Well, because if I take away 12 from 13, okay, that makes a whole. That's why I put a 1. That's a whole. And I have 1/12 left. So now I'm going to combine these. Okay. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Okay. And then I have 1/12. So the answer is actually 4 and 1/12. So this last part, if it sounds confusing, I will be going over it even more, because now we're talking about a fraction greater than 1, which is part of lesson 8. That's why I'm saying that. I'm surprised this came out here. But 13 over 12, just remember, if your fraction is greater than, if your numerator is greater than your denominator, then it's a fraction greater than 1. All right, so I'm going to give you more problems to practice, and that'll be it for today.